What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, Quinny W20 here, coming to you with a fun video. We're gonna talk about Chicago today on both hot topics. We're gonna talk about the great Paul Gasol, and we're gonna talk about the team overall. This team is closing in on the #1 seed. We knew this would be the best team in the East by the end of the season. We knew Derrick Rose was gonna be injured a lot. We didn't know Paul Gasol's gonna go down. We didn't know Joakim Noah, he get a lot of injuries too. So we knew this team collectively gonna have a lot of injuries because a lot of the main players on this team is usually injured. Even like Kurt Heinrich, I think he injured right now, but he always injured almost every year. So this team just has to be ready for the playoffs. Because right now this team is looking like they're going to the finals. Especially that starting lineup looks ridiculous. Jimmy Butler getting buckets. Derrick Rose doing his thing, getting easy buckets, getting in transition, scoring on attacking the defense, getting people involved. You got Jimmy Butler posting up, dominating, shooting threes, shooting mid-range, creating his own shot, playing good defense. Then, like the video, I'm going more in depth. You got Paul Gasol dominating the post, hitting mid-range jumpers in the pick and roll, and spot-up jumpers in the offense. Then you got on being unselfish, getting people involved, passing out the post, passing, using this ball movement off the pick and roll. I don't know what you can do to guard this team. This team, if they sped their tempo up a little more, like the Clippers did this year, if they sped their tempo up a little more, this team could be a top 10 team offensively. They 13th right now with 101.1 points a game. But this team can easily score 110, 108 points a game if they just got into their sets a little quicker. I think it's going to go up because another reason why their points per game is actually low is because they've been injured a lot and they haven't been scoring a lot of points since they've been injured. But I think this team going to easily go to top 10 by the end of the season if they can stay healthy. Because a lot of reason why their numbers are low is because their whole team hasn't been healthy. Just like their defensive numbers are actually in the top 10, but right now it's 11th in points allowed. And like I said, that's because they've been going against teams without their whole starting lineup. And teams has been scoring on Taj Gibson is a good defender, but he ain't a rim protector like that. Even though he really do play good defense, he even block shots if you go at him the wrong way. But he ain't no Joakim Noah or no Paul Gasol. But this team collectively is good offensively. Like this is how the Memphis Grizzlies should be in the West. They grind it out, post you up, they guards attack you, they shoot not that many threes, they beat you up with passing, they beat you up in the post, like Jimmy Butler, Paul Gasol, they grind you out on defense. It's hard to score on them. They go for every steal, they rotate perfectly. But Chicago just has the better offense. Like Memphis is like top 19th in points per game, and Chicago 13th. And like I said, the reason why Chicago numbers is low is because they've been injured, so they have that whole star lineup. But when this team stays healthy, they should be in top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense, which should lead to them being a championship caliber team. They should be coming out the East. I don't know if they're good enough to win an NBA championship. The Bulls is, because it depends if they gotta go against the Spurs or Golden State or something like that. I think they can beat Golden State, but it's pretty much even. To me, I won't be surprised if Golden State beat them. I won't be surprised if they beat Golden State. But the Golden State defense improved, and they do got somebody. David Lee ain't that bad. He a decent defender. He can do this. He can create problems for Paul Gasol on the defensive end too, because he can score and he can dominate pick and roll. But with that being said, the Chicago Bulls, they 13th in assists and 9th in rebound, which is very, very good. We got Taj Gibson, Joakim Noah, and Paul Gasol. And Paul Gasol averaging 11 rebounds a game. Then you got Jimmy Butler getting a lot of rebounds. This is just a collective. This is a team that you can build a dynasty around. If they can get rid of Derrick Rose and get a point guard that's reliable, this can be a dynasty right now. Because the way this offense, they got Mirotic, they got Tony Snell, they got Doug McDermott, they got Taj Gibson, all on the fucking bench. And them all rotation guys on a good team. Some of them players can start on a weak team and put up double digits. But now And one thing that Tom Thibodeau do, he don't give his bench enough time because his bench should get more time and it take more injuries from his team. Because if his team plays, if he plays his starter less minute when they blowing teams out or when they in the league, if he gives a bench more minutes, he got a good quality bench that's better than a lot of, like, he had a top 3 bench in the NBA. If he gave his bench a lot more clock, a lot more time, it help get rid of injuries. The less time your players on the court, the more time. I mean, the less time they on the court, the less injuries they can have. So if he can give his bench a little more time, Dublin Thurman a little more time, Mirotic at least 20 minutes. Let Paul Gasol rest. Let Paul Gasol get 29 minutes, and let Mirotic get 20 of them. Let Joakim Noah go to the bench. Give Muhammad at least 15 minutes. And put Paul Gasol at center sometimes, like you doing now. Give his bench a little more playing time and give his starters a little less so they can stay healthy through the whole season and have a good number 1 seed so they can have a good playoff run to get to the finals. We all know it's going to probably be Cleveland, Toronto, and Washington fighting against Chicago. I think Chicago is clearly the team better than all of them. They got good rebounding, good scoring, perfect defense, perfect rotations, perfect blocks, good steals, good pressure on the defensive end. This team is pretty much the best team in the East, and they have the best bench in the East too. So this team gonna win the championship. If they don't win a championship, it's because the team in the West is better. But teams in the East, if they stay healthy, they should be able to get to the finals. This could be a dynasty though, with the talent they got now and the age that they are in. This could be a team that can win 2-3 championships in a row with their defense, their offense, their rebounding, their passing, and a big man. Let me know what you guys think. Comment. I respond to every comment. Like the video if you're new to the channel. Subscribe and check out my older video. If you like the video, like my older video, and see why you want to subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Chicago Bulls.